shit-covered peasant just like the rest of us.
Not spatula, Kong. Ah!
Be cool. Ignore your parents. Stay out late. Drop out of school.
It's right on the corner of Route 25 and Get a Whiff Boulevard, right beside Bill's Dirty Mattress Outlet.
Captain Adam's Happy Hour.
It's Captain Adam's Happy Hour. Right here on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship.
Captain Adam's Happy Hour.
It's Captain Adam's Happy Hour. Right here on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship.
Ahoy there, mates. Welcome aboard the VHS Pirate Ship, and welcome to Captain Adam's Happy Hour. I'm Captain Adam, as you probably already figured out by now. Thank you very much for joining me. And if you're here for the beginning of the stream, congratulations for being here at the beginning, because I know I can speak personally with anybody's streams. I hardly ever tune in for the very beginning. I'm usually very late getting there to watch them, or I don't get the notification very quickly, so I'm always the last to know, it seems. So thank you for being here. If you're here, indeed, if you're watching this later, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you're going to have a good time, because it's going to be a good show today. A lot of fun stuff on the menu. We got Larry checking in. Ahoy there, Larry. Good to see you. Thank you for checking in, buddy. Congratulations on being here for one of the first viewers for this installment of Captain Adam's Happy Hour. The happiest hour on YouTube, at least I like to think so. Think of it as happy hour at a bar, but instead of drinks, I'm serving up topics that could be generously considered pseudo interesting. So good stuff. So hopefully you have a good time. I know I have a good time with you guys. Let's see what. There we go, like that. Oh, Josh Salmons is here. Let's see. He had me at Ernest. Yeah, we're going to look at my Ernest VHS tapes today. I think everybody loves Ernest, really. It's always a good talking point. And it's important to realize that I'm going to be talking about my Ernest VHS, not my Jim Varney films VHS, because there is a difference. Jim Varney was a tremendous actor, and of course he's most famous for the Ernest character, but he had a lot of other things in his repertoire as well. He's just not very well known. So I do have a number of Jim Varney films, but we won't be showing them off today. Instead, we're just going to focus on my Ernest VHS. Let's see. Oh, we got Joshua Cook. Josh, how you doing, buddy? Good to hear from you. Thank you for checking in as always. Hope you're doing well, Josh. Anything new with Josh? Did you get a new VHS this week? I know you're always finding some good stuff out there in the wild. So let me know what you found this week. I'm always very interested in that indeed. So yes, it's going to be a good show today. If you watched last week's Happy Hour, had some technical issues as far as the odd ads of the past segment goes, I should say. But this week, I think I figured out the problem. We're gonna have at it again later on in the show with odd ads of the past. We're going to be talking about spam advertisement. Yes, back when spam ads were just that, they were ads for the Hormel product Spam. So we'll be getting to that towards the end of the show. That should be a good time. Let's see. Josh says, he plans on getting some stuff this weekend. Well, I hope you find lots of goodies out there in the wild. Finding VHS is getting harder and harder these days, so I'm glad you have lots of luck out there. So that's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Speaking of in the wild, I always thrift every week, but this week I didn't find so much. Sometimes you find a lot of good stuff out there, sometimes not so much. Of course, I look for more than just VHS out there, and since VHS is so hard to come by, at least on the places I haunt, I always just look for anything that's neat. And it's you find what you find, and sometimes you find some good stuff. Sometimes you find good stuff, but not a lot of it. So this week, the first store scores are a little slim, but still pretty neat. So yeah, it's good stuff. I don't complain. I try not to complain. But yeah, let's see here. Show you something. Let me show you something. Well, let's get a brief word here, and we'll be right back.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by Captain Adams VHS Pirate Ship. Join the crew and set sail on the high seas of VHS collecting. Captain Adams VHS Pirate Ship. And by Slophouse Tattoos on the corner of North and Main and East Hamilton. Ask them about their Refer a Friend program. And for a limited time only, get a 25% off mail-in rebate with proof of any blood infection. Proper medical documentation required. Slophouse Tattoos for your next mistake.
Captain Adams Happy Hour.
Well, there we go, folks. Yep, this hour of programming. Always like showing that. It's always a good time. And let's see. Speaking of that, of course, I know Larry and Josh, at least the one Josh Cook. Is it Cook? Why do I always get that name wrong? I don't know. But you're all very familiar with Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Hopefully Rob will be joining us here soon, at least in the comments. But I always love promoting the hell out of Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. It's a fun time over there on Rob's Vintage Video right here on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed, do so now. You will not regret it. Friday nights, I join Rob live over on his channel, Rob's Vintage Video, right here on YouTube. And we have a nice little discussion about all sorts of things. Usually we end up talking about pickles and doing inappropriate things in movie theaters. But you know, when it comes down to it, we talk about tapes, VHS tapes, and it's total tape-orama. So, yeah, get a load of this.
Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. The live stream with the Dream Team.
As much as we like to scoff at Disney tapes here on the show, we do, of course, have Disney tapes in our collections. It's unavoidable with any VHS collection. And
Sure we do.
Yeah, sure you do. I, of course, went into the Black Diamond thing myth as well, but not. I got this for $0.25, and I always thought Sword in the Stone was more of an underrated Walt Disney cartoon because I'm always a big fan of sword and sorcery stuff, and this reeks of sword and sorcery. I mean, I think it's a great cartoon. Loved this as a kid, and now I have the Black Diamond, which is worth thousands of dollars apparently. Go fuck yourself.
Hopefully, yeah, I wish.
Live stream with the Dream Team. The live stream with the Dream Team. Rob from Rob's Vintage Video and Captain Adam from Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. The live stream with the Dream Team. The live stream with the Dream Team. The Dream Team. Dream Team. Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Live and in living color, baby. TGIF like wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Total tape-orama. Rama. Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on Rob's Vintage Video on YouTube. Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Well, there you go. I always love promoting Friday Night Tape Talk. So, yes, if you're not familiar with the show, well, get familiar because you're going to have a good time. Let's see, we get to the comments here. Josh Salmon says, today was payday, and you bet it's almost gone already. Well, unfortunately, that's how it goes. It's money, not necessarily easy come, but certainly easy go. That's for sure. So yeah, I feel your pain, Josh Salmons, and so does Larry. He says he knows the feeling as well. And Larry, of course, always hanging out with us in the chats Friday nights. He's excited. I'm excited as well. Always a good time over there on Rob's Vintage Video, right here on YouTube. He said, Josh says the wife is not happy, but when are they really? Let's see. And Josh Cook, got two Joshes in the chat, so I'll try to make this as least confusing as possible. Joshua Cook, HR&R, YouTube's new alternative, says yes, he cannot wait for this week's Tape Talk. Thank you, Josh. Josh always checks in as well. And Josh Salmons, if you would, you sometime go ahead and subscribe to Rob's Vintage Video and watch us every Friday night. Have a good time. Speaking of Rob's Vintage Video, here he is, the man. Hi, Rob. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. I was just promoting our show. Just doing shameless promotion. Yeah, well, Larry, that's basically the same little promo spot I did. I just kind of have it here in the queue, so I know you're probably getting sick of it right now, Larry, but thank you all the same. Let's see. And speaking of Rob's, Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain, later on in the show, there's going to be the premiere of the brand new highlight highlight reel, I should say, of Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. I always compile the best sound bites from, many different episodes and put them together in a little collage, a little audio collage. Well, not audio, video collage, really, I should say. And tonight, I'm going to be premiering it right here for an exclusive version of the new exclusive Captain Anna's Happy Hour version of the new highlight video from Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. No worries, Rob. You're not late at all. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Everybody saying hi, Rob. Hi. Hi. And Video Tasties is here. Hello, Gareth. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for checking in. Gareth also has a great channel. I'm sure you're all familiar with it as well. But if you're tuning in later on and not familiar with Video Tasties, definitely check out that channel right here on YouTube. Video Tasties gives a UK perspective on home media, and always fun because that's a totally different world altogether than, of course, the North American releases when it comes to VHS. So Video Tasties, very interesting channel. Does a lot of very entertaining watch-alongs with a lot of our favorite movies from our childhoods, and does a lot of neat little factoids about them whilst they watch. So it's good stuff. Very good stuff. Just going to stay up. Oh, yeah, Josh says he already subscribed to you. Well, that's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. You just got to stay up late. That's getting old. Barely stay up past. Yeah, I understand the feeling. Trust me. Trust me. It's going to be glorious. That's what he says. Everybody's saying hi. Hi, Josh. Hi, Josh. There's Gareth. Oh, no. Josh is very familiar with Gareth. Josh usually checks in with Gareth there around Video Tasties. They're good friends. It's all in good fun. Too many Joshes. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got to put a limit on the names in this chat. Well, hey, I'm just happy everybody's here. See, everybody's saying hi. All right. Well, let me get into the slim pickings that is this week's new thrift store scores. Not very compared to last week's. Last week was pretty jam-packed, but this week not so much. Now, it's important to keep in mind that I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I always, when I find something cool out there, I'll get it no matter what it is. Here's something I thought was pretty delightful. A Dale Earnhardt phone. This is, from Columbia Telecom. This is 2002. And let's see if I can. Yeah. Now, I don't have a landline, obviously, on the pirate ship, so I really don't even know if this works. But I'm pretty sure, when it rings, the headlights flash, and I think it's like an engine revving noise. At least I think. At least I hope. I don't know, but I know the headlights flash. That's all it says. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at this bad boy. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't drop, don't fall. There we go. So I don't know if it works, but still just very delightful. I wonder how often this was used. I wonder how many people's sweaty, greasy heads were pressed up against this, trying to order Chinese food at inappropriate times. I wonder what the stories are behind this, or if anybody even used it. Maybe it was one of those things where somebody got it as a Christmas gift, and they were just like, "Oh, thanks," and never really used it. Because they kept the box and everything. That's usually a good sign that this was not very well used. It was just sort of put in a closet somewhere until somebody decided to get rid of it. So, but I'm happy to have it. Didn't pay very much for it. I think it was $3. Yeah, $3 for the Dale Earnhardt telephone. Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, Dale Earnhardt. That was always. I remember hearing about that when he had got killed. That was big news, man. Big news. But again, even like you're not even a fan of NASCAR, that was still pretty like, well, it's everybody knew who he was. It was just one of those household names. Much like Hulk Hogan was a household name when it came to wrestling. You didn't even have to be a wrestling fan to know who he was. And so yeah. Same with Dale Earnhardt. Like Richard Petty, like certain drivers, you just knew who they were. Yeah, Josh, wasn't bad, huh? Not bad. Sometimes you find some goofy stuff out there. I am really looking for the Alf phone, like the furry Alf phone where he's holding it. I really want to find that, but I doubt I seriously doubt I ever will in the wild. Because you can find it now online, but you're not going to want to pay those prices. Yeah, Rob says yellow. That's what I usually say when I answer the phone as well. So, yellow. Yes. What else we got here? Here's something. I always look for, OG Ninja Turtles stuff, because you can always just tell. Like the new stuff, I just think it's kind of crap. But this is something I had to pick up. A little miniature Ninja Turtles pinball game, little marble game. It doesn't work very well, but it wasn't intended to. And you see there, very nostalgic feel, that old logo, very nostalgic, which is why I was always thrilled they used it in the opening credits to the live action movie back in 1990. I always liked that because I know they had one for the poster that was a different logo, but in the movie they showed this logo, so I was always pretty excited about that. Oh, it made it feel legit, like it felt like, oh, this is a Ninja Turtles movie, Of course, that movie has aged very well. I do like that movie still. Yeah, absolutely, Josh. You got to go vintage. That is for sure. Mm-hmm. There's certainly vintage on everything, in my opinion. Oops. Rob says noise. Let's see. Well, how am I looking out there? I know my little monitor screen here. It's like it disappears. All I see is really myself. I don't see how I look as opposed to like my background here. So does everything look normal, or is there something screwy with StreamYard again? Let me know out there. Yeah, Rob, I tend to get anything TMT, like old TMNT stuff. But I don't really find it. That's why I was really excited to find that little piece of crap pinball table or marble game. So yeah, I don't go for the new stuff, but I think like old stuff is where it's at as far as that goes. Yeah, first Turtles film is still great. Correctamundo. I don't know so much about the second one, Secret of the Use. That one's kind of not as good, and of course the third one is just a little too weird. They went a little too ambitious with the third one, but we still appreciate the original trilogy. But certainly the first movie, all day long. I mean, totally. Okay, good. Thank you, Rob. Everything looks normal then. Looking good, Cap. Thank you, Josh. And thank you, other Josh. I'll call John Salmons Josh, and I'll call Joshua Cook Joshua because that's what his name is. So I'll just do that. And what else here? I'm always, you always look for spooky stuff out there. Spooky stuff is rather hard to find off spooky season. And, but when I do find stuff, I scoop it up immediately. And I found this one I thought was interesting, a little Dracula nutcracker. It's a dated thing. It's like a souvenir year 2009, so it's kind of very specific. But yeah, they have blah. I want to crack your nuts. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, had to pick this one up. It wasn't very expensive. Surprised it was there. Because I actually saw it there one day. I was like, nah, I don't need a Dracula nutcracker. I don't know what I was thinking. Of course I do, but so I came back the next day and it was still there, and I was like, well, this is fate. I got to get this. So that's how I ended up with my Dracula nutcracker, or I should say Count Nutcracula. So that's Count Nutcracula. Looks great, Cap. Thank you, Larry. Okay, everything looks good. Hey, Puggo, what's going on, man? Good to hear from you. Thank you for checking in. Let's see, what do we got here? What happened? Oh my God, comments are going like a movie. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, current comment. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's been a thing for a number of years now. The John Cena looks like Ernest. He's looking more and more like Ernest. You know what? I'm not opposed to it. I'm not going to say anything, but I do think that Ernest is one of those things where you absolutely could not redo. Like there was only one Ernest, and that was it. You'd have to do something else, like saying was like the next Ernest or something. But I just don't think that would work. But still, it's fun to talk about, and John Cena certainly is looking more and more like Ernest P. Worrell for some odd reason. Yeah, the Nutcracker is probably the highlight of this little haul. So I would say definitely, yeah, that little game is something that you got when you were a kid. One of those things you played with it for like probably a minute, and then you just put it down because there's not really much to it. Everybody's saying hi. I'm Matt. Hi, Matt. Hi, Pugwall. What's going on? Oh God. Oh no. Everybody's hoping you're doing well, and you're saying you're getting there, Pugwall. I hope everything's okay with you, buddy. I hope everything's okay. I think I missed something, but I hope you're doing well, Pugwall. He's Ernest's son. No, I don't think he's Ernest's son. I don't think that's the case. But it's always fun to. Oh, it's fun to make believe, fun to pretend. Naughty Gazzy. All right. Well, let's see here. Should I unveil this yet or not, or should I talk about? All right. Well, since we're all talking about Ernest, let's get into it. Let's get into the feature tonight. Let me take a swig of green tea. Yeah, I decided not to drink tonight because I am manning the controls here, and I'm off my game if I'm a little too wastoid on it. So I'll just be the bartender serving you up pseudo interesting topics, and you do the drinking, I'll do the thinking. Oh yeah, so I'm just sticking with green tea this evening. Apparently, again, is great. I might do a son of Ernest too. Well, that's a good point. Yeah, there's reboots, even though we find them unnecessary. Sometimes, very seldomly, they do get them right, and it would be interesting to see if they did a Son of Ernest thing, because there is a slight possibility it could be good, but also a 90% chance it won't be. So, it's always a risk, very risky stuff, and but still, I don't know, why not give it a shot? Paul, looking forward to the new Naked Gun. I saw the previews for it. It looks more like like an action movie kind of thing, but still the silliness of the original Naked Gun, but more of an action movie. So that's kind of interesting. But anyway, let's get into the feature topic tonight with my Ernest tapes. Let's start with, of course, there was almost two different universes when it came to Ernest stuff. There was the pre-Touchstone acquisition, or the Disney acquisition. Of course, the Touchstone stuff is like the first four movies: Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Scared Stupid. But before that, there was Know What I Mean home video, and we'll get into that here soon. But let's go with the Touchstone releases. I have the Ernest Goes to Camp VHS. This is, I believe, to be. Oh, the tag fell off. Oh, the tag's falling off. Damn tag's falling off. This is the first distribution, Touchstone home video. And again, I always say this about Disney. Of course, Disney, Touchstone, as we all know, is a subsidiary of Disney. So is Buena Vista home video. They would do this thing, and of course, Walt Disney home video would do this as well, where they would make this tag for the cassettes, the VHS cassettes, but you can tell it's a little odd looking. It's a little too big for the little panel, and this is because they would save the same sticker. They would use it for the Betamax releases as well, because this fits perfectly on a Betamax cassette in their little label window. So that's why they did that. At least that's what I think they did, because, I have no way to find out otherwise, because no one documented that kind of stuff. So I'm totally making it up, but it sounds good, doesn't it? And of course, on the label, it doesn't specify beta or VHS format. It's just there. So totally could be the case, which I'm very certain it is. Of course, being that it is Touchstone, not really much of a date on it. They have the Roman numerals on it. How am I supposed to read it? Who am I, Mark Anthony? So I'm pretty sure I can probably put it together if I remember my Latin. It'll be this is 1988. Yeah, 1988. So that's fun. I just wish they would just put the normal year on there. What's the problem? I hate it when distributors do that. And then we have Ernest Goes to Jail, which probably in the original four movies, definitely the funniest one in my opinion. I love Ernest Goes to Jail. This is a later one. Again, no date on it because it's Touchstone, but it has the ink stamp on the cassette. So this is a later one, probably in '92. But yeah, definitely good find there. The sleeve was a little janky looking. It looked like it was stepped on or sat on. Because it's all crinkled, but still have to have that one. And of course, I have ex-rental ones as well. If you watched Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain this past Friday, we had a tape off with our ex-rental cut boxes, and I have Ernest Saves Christmas in the cut box, Ernest Goes to Jail in the cut box, and a collection of the commercials in the cut box, but they're sort of buried. I'm not going to dig them out now, but I have those. They're ex-Errol's video rentals, so they're always cool to have. Let's see. Josh Salmon's, oops. All the comments are going by like credits in the movie. I think he thinks Goes to Jail is his favorites. Yeah, he definitely owns that one, most of that one as well. Yeah, I think I'd have to say, yeah, Ernest Goes to Jail, definitely my favorite. And Joshua Cook, the only Ernest movie he has is Ernest Goes to Jail. Well, that's a good one to have. If you're only going to have one, definitely have that one. From 1991, that's probably the first distribution. So, yes. And now with the Ernest movies, we all know the story. Let's see. Where do I begin? How do I lament this for? The last Touchstone film was Ernest Scared Stupid. And because everybody loves Ernest Scared Stupid, I personally think it's crap. But of course, the effects are awesome in it, and it's certainly the darkest of the Ernest movies. Certainly the ultimate Halloween movie, and not taking anything away from that. I just don't like it. I think it's too cheesy, too kid friendly. Because with the Ernest stuff, usually, the parents could enjoy it too, and it's good for kids and adults. One of those things. But as well beloved that Scare Stupid is nowadays, it did terrible in the theater, totally bombed. And of course, after that, Touchstone said, "Get out," and they dropped their contract, didn't renew their contract with them, and so the Ernest franchise was forced to fend for itself. And then after that, it was Ernest. The next movie was a theatrical movie, was Ernest Rides Again, which was released in 1993, summer of 1993, up against Jurassic Park. Not like up against it, but Jurassic Park was in the theaters at the same time Ernest Rides Again was. So, of course, Ernest Rides Again didn't do that well in theaters. So after that, I believe Ernest Rides Again is the last theatrical Ernest film. And after that is Ernest Goes to School, which I think was direct-to-video. Then after that, after Ernest Scared Stupid, the Ernest movies are what is referred to as the other Ernest movies, because they're not that good. And one of them is a Slam Dunk Ernest. I have the demo copy. A Slam Dunk Ernest, Ernest basketball movie featuring Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And so, yeah, the later Ernest stuff, not that good. Kind of sad to see him. You can just kind of tell he was sort of done with the Ernest character, but that's what he was doing, because he was trying to do other things at that time, but nothing really was rolling steam for him. So decided to keep going with the Ernest franchise as much as the other ones, because then there was, after Ernest or Slam Dunk Ernest, there was Ernest Goes to Africa, and then Ernest Joins the Army, which Ernest Joins the Army is the final Ernest film, which I don't have any of those. Slam Dunk Ernest is the only other Ernest film I have on VHS. I don't really bother getting them because they're just sort of heartbreakers for me. See, the first three films are the best for sure. A lot of heart goes and goes to camp and saves Christmas. Absolutely. It's definitely heartfelt movies, definitely about the underdog and standing up for what's right. Rob says Ernest Goes to Camp is good too. Oh yeah, certainly is. I'm just saying, out of those original four movies, I think Goes to Jail was the funniest. Oh, here we go. Josh Salmon says, people say Ernest wasn't really a thing in the UK, but it was shown on TV every summer, and that's what got me into them. Yeah, I had heard that before, too, that Ernest really wasn't over in the UK, and I kind of thought maybe, well, it made sense to me because Ernest certainly is a Southern United States thing, certainly a Southern United States character. So, yeah, it would make sense he wasn't that much of a thing in any other country. Yeah, Scared Stupid is definitely too kiddie, but certainly the darkest, that is for sure. And the only one that really deals with, well, I can't really say that because Ernest Goes to Jail kind of deals with supernatural powers, because we discover in Ernest Goes to Jail that Ernest is um, actually some kind of superhuman because he can't be killed. So, yeah, Ernest Goes to Africa, definitely not that good. Hard to watch. Certainly, Ernest Joins the Army, I think, is the hardest one to watch because he looks really, really old in that, and certainly he doesn't act like Ernest. He just sort of, like, he's always phoning it in. Like, it just doesn't seem like it's the same Ernest, which you can understand. He'd done that character till, for about 20 years at that point almost. So, he was just kind of done with it, but realized it was what put food on the table. So, the Army isn't that great. Hey, Big Tony's here. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Saw the new Fantastic Four movie. Good. This is good. The Army isn't that great. No, Army is not great at all. It's just not great. But of course, I watch them, and that's just, you can't go back. That's time you're never getting back. All right, now we're going to get into the more interesting ones. As I mentioned earlier, Note I Mean Home Video was the just exclusive home video company that dealt with Ernest stuff back before the Touchstone Home Videos acquisition, when Ernest was pretty much just getting rolling, and he had, it was very, 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 very small company, obviously very, very limited distribution. So when you come across the Note I Mean Home Video Ernest stuff, it's a pretty big deal because they're pretty rare, and I have a couple of them. Of course, the most common of those is the Ernest Film Festival, which I find quite often in used bookstores. This is actually one of my favorites. This is 1986. Know what I mean? Home video distribution. I actually think this was before. No, it's right around the same time. Know what I mean? Home video came into a thing. But I absolutely loved this as a kid, rented it all the time, especially as an adult. And now that I have it, I think I've sseen this more times than I've seen anything else in my life. I just don't know why this just really sticks with me. A lot of fun stuff here, which includes, of course, this is the commercial collection, like a best of almost of all the Ernest commercials, where of course the character got his start with doing commercials for regional products in the United States, and that's where the character really caught fire. And this contains a trailer for Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom Beam, which it's not an Ernest movie, even though he's in it for very briefly, but it is a Know What I Mean Home Video release, which I do have right behind me. I forgot to get it out, but I'll get it out here shortly. So there's that one. And right around the same time was also released, which is called, it's the Hey Vern, It's My Family Album comedy special and Ernest's Greatest TV Hits. And this is like a combination of like this little TV special he did where he talks about his family, even though like the cover just says Know What I Mean on it, but the actual title is Hey Vern, It's My Family Album, and it has some Ernest commercials on it, just a few of them, but ones you can't really see anywhere else except this tape. This one is very, very rare, and I found this one for an okay price considering how rare it is. And this one is, the tape plays just fine, but the sleeve is, probably can't really see very well, but the sleeve is not in that good a shape. But still, this is the best one I found out there, which was a couple years ago. It's probably find a couple more listings now. But you know what? No, I actually did check this out a couple months ago to see what the old value was, and I didn't find a single listing for it. So I'm glad I got it when the getting was good. This is a 1985 Know What I Mean Home Video distribution. Yeah, that logo is too small. You're not going to be able to see it, but yeah, it's too small. I have this in a nice sealed bag with one of those little packets that come in the beef jerky, so it doesn't get all moldy. Because that would be a heartbreaker if it got moldy. Certainly would. So I'm taking every precaution necessary. This is where it gets, now interestingly enough, I think this was in 87 they did this. They did make a volume 2 of the Ernest Film Festival, which is more commercials. But they packaged it as a contest, a video contest called Win $10,000. And it was just like a volume 2 of the Ernest Film Festival, more commercials, but you could write in, like, I think what was it? Yes, you had to write down on a postcard how many times he said Vern and how many times he said Know What I Mean, in the video, and they wrote it down. You send it in to the company, and if you if you got it right, you won $10,000. It was a video contest. So it's just really neat to have this, and this is an extremely rare VHS. I'm so lucky to have this, so blessed to have this. A friend got this for me for a Christmas a couple years ago, and I just was was beside myself. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I own this. Like this is really hard to find, and it's pretty expensive. So yeah, it's great to have this. And of course, during the thing, of course, you see the commercials, but in between some like certain commercial blocks, he'll give you rules, and like he'll tell you about the contest, and there's a lot of like exclusive Ernest stuff in this that you can't find anywhere else. So there is that. So it win $10,000. All entries must be postmarked by April 1st, 1988. I wonder if anybody won this. I don't know if there's any way to really find that out, but I wonder if anybody won this contest. So yeah, that's good stuff. And just the contest alone made this sort of rare because they didn't really make a lot of these. So this doesn't really get a lot of distribution. So this is just very, very rare. Very, very happy to have this. Now, just because that tape is rare does not mean you can't find the Ernest Film Festival Volume 2 or Ernest Greatest Hits Volume 2 anywhere else. You can, because in 1991, after Touchstone dropped the Ernest franchise like a bad habit, was it 1991? Yeah, 1991. All the non-Touchstone stuff, like the movies, like of course all the Know What I Mean home video properties were sort of like up for grabs, and so Good old Good Times Home Video scooped them up and repackaged them. They also released here we have, let me start here, Ernest Greatest Hits Volume 2, which is what's on Win $10,000, sans all the contest stuff. So this is like a repackaged version of the Ernest Film Festival Part 2. And of course, they re-released the Ernest Film Festival Part 1 as well as this, but Volume 1, which I did have, but I think I sold it. But so I don't know when that is. So yeah, Good Times acquired the rights to the film festival, the family album stuff, and also this one I'll show it to you right now. Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom Beam, which I have right here. Another one that's not too easy to find, at least not cheaply. Certainly the original one, like I have the Know What I Mean home video release, the 1987. You can kind of see it there. Release, but there was also Good Times released this one as well in 91 or 92, I believe, and that was the more common find, but the original one is where it's at for me, buddy. There is that. That is good stuff. So yeah, Good Times Home Video acquired the rights to all the Know What I Mean home video stuff, as well as the Hey Vern, It's Ernest property. So they re-released the Hey Vern. Remember the Saturday morning show, Hey Vern, It's Ernest? Well, they put them on VHS, and I have a couple of them. And Good Times Home Video released them. I don't remember who released them the first time. I don't remember who the distributor is. Maybe Joshua Cook knows. He usually knows that kind of stuff. I don't know that off the top of my head. So this is a 1992 Good Times Home Video. School Days. This is an episode where they talk about school. These kind of suck because there's only one episode on them. Oh, no, I'm sorry. There are three episodes. This contains school, talent show, and hobbies. So that's always fun to have. That's always a fun watch. And then I had this one. Now, for some reason, they also released some of them in clamshells, big kids clamshells. So I have this Good Times release of Ernest Holidays, which doesn't really have much to do with Christmas. You'd think it would, but it really doesn't. That's just a couple episodes. Includes 3 festive episodes: Holidays, the movies, and Lost and Found. So it's really not that about holidays very much. So it's kind of a misnomer, but still like having this. And the clamshells apparently were sort of a rare thing that they released these in. So I'm not really sure why they did that, because this was 1992 as well. At the same time, they released the sleeve version. So I don't know why they do that kind of stuff. But hey, it's their money. So yeah, that is those. Well, let's see. Let me see some comments here. Everybody saying hi. Hi, Anthony. Larry says, with Ernest joins the Army. Should have done a crossover with Pauly Shore for in the Army now, I guess. That would be interesting. That's interesting you bring up Pauly Shore because the Weasel character, I've always referred to the Weasel character as an early 90s LA version of Ernest because it's kind of the same lovable idiot sort of thing, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think Pauly Shore and Ernest, a lot of similarities between those two characters. Josh Salmon says, very nice, Cap. Something I need to hunt down too. Well, it's definitely worth it. I think it's always good. Plus, I don't know if the Dr. Otto one is still as hard to find as it was. I mean, I imagine it is, but sometimes this stuff goes up and down, so who really knows? But so yeah, that is all of my Ernest stuff. VHS, like I said, I do have other Jim Varney stuff, but I'm not going to get into that today. Just Ernest stuff today, but I do have plenty of other Jim Varney VHS because, like I said, he did do more than just Ernest. You wouldn't know, but he did. So, well, with that being said, let's take a break. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll see you when we come back. We'll be right back.
Captain Adams Happy Hour. Captain Adams Happy Hour. We'll be back after these messages right here on Captain Adams VHS Pirate Ship.
It's Cowboy Pork Chops, Choking Puke Family Restaurant. You got a hankering for a hungering or a hungering for a hankering? Well, come on down and rustle you up some grub. Never mind the lawsuits. Sit on down and try our world-famous fried fart basket. Only $5. Or get yourself an armpit and cheese submarine sandwich. Only $5. Or maybe you were out wrestling cattle all day and want a real man's meal. If you're so hungry that your stomach thinks your throat's been cut, well, try our homemade boogaloo platter. Comes with 2 sides and what we think's a biscuit. Only $5. Or maybe you just want a little something. Well, stop that snack attack and try our new dollar menu and choose some cheap eats like our cat turd tacos or a Dixie cup full of cud. And for a limited time only, get 10 hot dogs for $1. If you can't trust 10 hot dogs for $1, what can you trust? Yeehaw! So if you got a hankering for a hungering, come on down to Cowboy Pork Chops Choking Puke Family Restaurant. We're easy to find, right on the corner of Route 25 and Get a Whiff Boulevard, right beside Bill's Dirty Mattress Outlet. Yeehaw!
That's Cowboy Pork Chops Choking Puke Family Restaurant.
Yeehaw!
Cowboy Pork Chop not responsible for death or illness.
Attention, attention, stop what you're doing right now. If you've done anything in life, you might have been exposed to metagotagorphaline, and you may be entitled to compensation. That's right, you may have been exposed to metagotagorphaline. If you have to ask what it is, you've probably been exposed to it. You're sick as shit, and you may be entitled to compensation. If you've done anything in life, you may have been exposed to metagotagorphaline. You watching this, you may have been exposed to metagotagorphaline, and you may be entitled to compensation. Call the law offices of Dillon and Triceratops today. You may have been exposed to metagotagorphaline, and you may be entitled to compensation. Call the law offices of Dillon and Triceratops today. That's 1-800-TRICERATOPS. That's 1-800-TRICERATOPS. You may have been exposed to metagotagorphaline, and Dillon and Triceratops is here to help. Call today.
It's Fat Boy Surplus. Fat Boy Surplus. Husky Boys Irregular Clothing Outfitter. Fat Boy Surplus. Fat Boy Surplus. Specializing in closeouts, irregulars, factory buyouts, and unclaimed freight, which means bargains for you. Shop Fat Boy Surplus. Fat Boy Surplus. And get Mega Deal. Mega Deal. And get all the things that nobody else wanted. We're the region's largest distributor of Fat Boy sizes. Fat Boy sizes. Like Huskies, Cadets, and so fat. All irregular, all factory buyouts that your kid will absolutely not like wearing. They'll hate them, but you'll love them. So come on down and get Mega Deal. Mega Deal. On irregular, itchy, scratchy, overly starched, and hardly made jeans, only $4.99. Mega deal. And three-sleeved skateboard dude or radical alien t-shirts in an assortment of colors, only $3.99. Mega deal. And for a limited time only, get a 5-pack of fat socks, 2 for $5 or 5 for $2. Your choice. Mega deal. So shop Fat Boy Surplus. Fat Boy Surplus. Husky Boys Irregular Clothing Outfitters. And shop our new locations in Hamilton and Sharon Petersburg. It's Fat Boy Surplus. Fat Boy Surplus. Husky Boys Irregular Clothing Outfitters.
Hey there, folks, it's me, Little Vino. Did you f*** your car up again? Maybe it's overheating because you never flushed your radiator. Did you even know you're supposed to do that? Or maybe your transmission's f***ed up because you didn't know your car was a stick shift and you drove with it in first gear for 10 damn miles. Or maybe you need some body work done because you f***ed up your rear end backing out of a parking spot by smashing into some other car because you couldn't see because of all the damn stickers on your rear window. Bunch of stickers that say Save the Whales and all these avant-garde speed metal bands that nobody's heard of. Well, it's too bad you don't put as much effort into driving as you do letting the world know how unique and different you are. Well, whatever your stupid ass problem is, your car's f***ed up, and I'm sure it's your fault. But I ain't here to judge. I'm just here to fix your car and serve you a nice cheesesteak while you wait. So come on down to Little Vino's Automotive Repair and Cheesesteak Emporium. We do all kinds of automotive repair and got lots of cheesesteaks. There's no job too small and no moron too stupid. We got the best cheesesteaks in the country in several locations to serve you better. So come on down, let me fix your f***ed up car and eat a nice cheesesteak. Just because you're a f***ing moron doesn't mean your taste buds are. Little Vino's Automotive Repair
And Cheesesteak Emporium.
Captain Adams Happy Hour. We now return to Captain Adams Happy Hour.
Well, there we go. Welcome back to the show, folks. Hope everything looked okay out there. I'm still having a problem with my little monitor here. I don't know what keeps going on with StreamYard. Keep changing everything on me. Oh, well. So, yes, welcome back to the show. Hope you're having a good time. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's been pretty fun so far. Let's get to some comments here. Oh, I knew he would have an answer. Joshua Cook, he tracked down the answer for me in regards to who did the distribution home video rights for the Hey Ernest show before Good Times, and it was Deke through Buena Vista Home Video. So thank you very much, Joshua. Appreciate the info. I did know that. Now that you said that, I did know that, but I totally forgot. Because there was a time where I had all this stuff right on the front burner. Yes, that's good old Little Vino's, man. Good place too. Good cheesesteaks. Good cheesesteaks. All right. Well, let's get into one of my favorite segments here on the show. As long as it goes right, because last week it didn't go too well. But this week I got a good feeling about this week. We're gonna get into some. Let's check out this week's odd ads of the past, which in turn was actually last week's, but since it didn't work, we're gonna do it today. We're doing spam ads today, odd ads of the past. So let's crank her up.
Captain Adams Happy Hour presents Odd Ads of the Past.
Yes, I think I figured it out this time. It was just a problem with the computer, just didn't put the right things in the right files, right places. But this week, I think we're going okay. Like I said, this week we're doing spam ads. Spam ads, yes, back when spam ads meant just that. They were ads for Spam, the popular Hormel canned meat product, which got its start in 1937. Gained a lot of traction because of WW2. It was a very cheap and plentiful meat option, and the shelf life was basically infinite, so it was very, very popular. Certainly in Hawaii. Hawaii to this day has many gourmet dishes that contain spam. So spam is a big deal, and it's funny that we hear spam and we just think it's kind of a joke because spam is so gross. But a lot of people love spam. But spam is such a almost like a derogatory term to the point where you call junk email spam. Like it's actually it is something that you don't want. So that's kind of funny how they turned into that. So yes, a lot of the marketing campaign back in the day was to include what kind of meals you can prepare with spam, and there's lots of options. These are from 1950, I believe, 1950s. Let's check out this one here. I can't really see it, too small, but spam banana fritters. Also food horror warning. If you're disgusted by a certain food horror, this segment is not for you. Spam banana fritters. Spam and banana fritters. So you can fry up your spam with your banana fritters and have spam nanners. That's where we're at, folks. Spam nanners. Let's see if I can find some more recipes here. Let me get this off here. I got save rib. Oh my God. Yeah, hold on. I got a couple more recipes that you probably aren't going to like. Maybe you do. I don't know. Where are you at on spam? Do you like spam? I remember having it as a kid, but I don't remember really much else about it. So I don't know if I really could enjoy it nowadays. I just think I know too much. Like once you know how the sausage is made, as they say, there's no going back. What else we got here? These are very, very small pictures on my little menu. What menu? What meal is this that we're getting ready to see here? Oh, spam and scalloped potatoes, and that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's sort of a pretty even steaming kind of recipe there. Nothing really too offensive about that, except for spam being in it. But easy to fix. Serves 6. There you go. Spam and scalloped potatoes for your taste buds. All right. Let's see here. Here's what I wanted to show you that was actually kind of a little horrifying. Hey, Seaver, what's going on, buddy? Yes, you just missed the my Ernest VHS collection, but of course you can always go back and watch it again for the first time. Right now we're on odd ads of the past, talking about spam ads. Seaver, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you don't I hope you don't get disgusted by spam, because some of these do get a little weird. What is this one? Another menu, another meal idea. I can't read it, it's too small. What does it say? Well, spam and cranberries. So yeah, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Spam and cranberries. If you wondered what that would taste like, I couldn't imagine what that would taste like. I imagine the cranberries would be the highlight of the meal, but I just don't know about combining sweet with spam. Spam and cranberries. Serve it up next time for coming up this Thanksgiving. That'd be a good time. And no one's ever going to come over to your house again if you do that. So yeah, there's spam and cranberries. All right, let's see. What was the other one I wanted to show you? Just some. It's actually. Now I like lima beans, but I know a lot of people don't like lima beans. And here's an even. If you don't like lima beans, here's a better reason not to like lima beans. If you don't like lima beans, this isn't going to change your mind, and your mood's not going to improve much. So let me lay this on you. Spam and limas. Look at that. That looks like I don't know what that looks like. That looks like spin art. Made out of spam and lima beans. I just don't know what to think about that. Yeah, spam and lima beans. That is the stuff of nightmares for some people. Yes, I'm going to take it off your screen before you unsubscribe to me. Let's see. Where's the other one I wanted to show you? Another one that's pretty gross. Meal idea. But spam served its purpose. It was a cheap meat alternative, and it certainly helped many people out, and still does to this day, because it is still a top seller, believe it or not. Spam's not going anywhere. I just wanted to show you that. I already show you that one. The spam? Yeah, that's the spam and lima beans. What is this one? Oh, this one looks horrible. Let me see here. What is this one? Yeah, how about this? How about some Yippee spam Western salad? Look at that. I don't even know what that is, man. That's, oh, God. Oh, God, it's horrible. I got to get this off my screen. I'll get it off yours as well. Please don't unsubscribe to me. I hope this isn't turning you off. But yeah, let me know again what you think of spam. Let's see. And what was the other one I wanted to show you? I already showed you the scalloped potatoes one, lima beans. Where's the other one I wanted to show you? I had one other menu I thought was interesting enough. Let's see. Not that. Where'd it go? Oh, what's this? Oh my God, what is this? Oh God. This is horrible. Oh, look at that. I don't even want to say this. This is so gross. Spam and cheese ribbon loaf. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, Rob, I think you said it for everybody. He says, I just puked in my mouth. Yep. Sorry. You knew what you were getting into when you tuned in today. We're talking about spam ads. I'm going to get that off your screen. Oh my God. I should be kicked off YouTube for that. Yeah, let's never talk about this again. Oh my goodness, this is fun. Let's see, I already showed you the spam banana fritters. Oh, here's something. No, wait, hold on. I already showed you the Western salad. Let's see what else we got. Now I got one more meal idea for you. Where is it? Do I have it? Yeah, check this out. You're not gonna like this anymore. If you thought the spam and cranberries was good, how about the spam and fiesta peach bake? Look at that. Just a whole can of spam with a bunch of sliced peaches on it. Mmm. Serve 6. Oh boy. Spam and peaches just no doesn't go together to me. I don't know. But hey, they were trying new things, and hey, for all I know, they might be pretty good. If you didn't tell me spam was in it, I probably would enjoy it. But that's that name, spam, which by the way, actually, I didn't know this, but it stands for spiced ham, and it's a mixture. It's a meat processed meat mixture of pork shoulder and certain cuts of ham. So it's a processed meat, and that's about as fun as it sounds. Let's see, where else the other one I wanted to show you? Hold on, we're getting there, folks. That's kind of hard to top, especially the spam and cheese ribbon loaf, which is just odd. What is that one? I did the peach cups. What is this one? Did we already show this one? Let's show this one. What is this one? Oh yeah, how about the what your dessert needed, your dessert carton needed was more spam. And here we have the spam upside down pie. Look at that. Feast your eyes upon that. Yeah. Fun to make. Festive, fun to make. Yeah. And I tell you what, if I ever whenever somebody invited me to a Christmas party and they had that, I would just jump out their window and never call them again. Yeah. Thanks for having us, but I got to get going. Oh, look at the time. Yeah. So. My goodness sakes. Now let's see. Yeah, forgive me because like my little drop down menu here, all these pictures are very, very small, so I'm really having a hard time seeing which is what. I know there's one more I wanted to show you as far as meal ideas go. Meal ideas for the entire family. What is that one? That one. No, I think we're done with the meal ideas. But here's some other ones. Other ads that you might get a kick out of. How is it? Oh, so small. It's hurt my eyes. Oh, here's something. Here's a new fun way to enjoy spam. If you didn't enjoy it enough already, they did this little marketing idea. How about some spam sticks? Spam sticks. As much fun as fish fingers. So they were, for some reason, trying to compete with fish sticks. I'm not really sure, but yeah, spam sticks, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you just cut up the spam and deep fry them. One of the millions of ways to prepare and enjoy spam. Rob says, make it stop. I'm sorry, Rob, but I got a job to do here. See, we're almost finished. Just going to show you something else. I got to clean up these files, man. They're all over the place. Let's see. What was the other one I wanted to show you? Something that really is going to turn you off your feed if I can find it. All these are so small. Remember, just don't be dandy. If you're having a day, and somebody asks you, "Hey, how's your day going?" You say, "Well, I'm just spam dandy." Yeah, spam dandy skillet suppers. Yes, and there's a cookbooks dedicated to spam, all kinds of stuff. Spam is a big deal, still is, and it's not going anywhere, like I had said earlier. So, see, I have that one I wanted to show you if I can find it here. We're having fun, aren't we, folks? This is what you tuned in for. This is what you're in for the long haul for here. Find that one picture that's really going to horrify you if I can find it here. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness. So I hope everybody's doing spam dandy out there. I know I'm doing spam dandy in here. Where the heck did it go? I already showed you the upside down cake. You're gonna have nightmares about that upside down cake, aren't you? Yeah, you are. If you're not, I am. I'll have nightmares for you. Let's see, what the hell is that picture ad? Oh, it's not in here. I wanted to show you that picture. There was a picture where they actually put spam on a pizza. That one, I just about threw my computer out the window when I saw that. I'll say it's okay. So we won't do that. But here's some of the older ads for, I think this is spam at least. It's so small. Oh, and of course there was spam being popular. Wasn't lacking in any imitators. And here we have basically the same thing, but it was called Treat, which I think is still around, actually. Treat. Look at that. Ugh. And since it is nice and hot out, you want to get yourself a nice cold can of Treat. So you beat the heat with Treat. It is perfect on a hot summer day. So, yes, Treat, the meat that can't be beat. So that is that. Of course, there was also another one. Another imitator, obviously an imitator, often imitated, never duplicated. Spam also had, where is it? Ooh, where'd it go? That's Spam Dandy. What's this one? I think this is something else. What is this? Oh, here we go. How about some more? More. A thrifty meat that's good to eat. More canned meat product. More. Look at that. I'm pretty sure they don't still make that. That looks like it was from the late 50s, that advertisement. I think that one is gone. But yeah, Treat, I'm pretty sure they still make treats. Though I don't often frequent the hobo food section in my grocery store, so I don't really know. Yeah. I mean, Spam was such an odd thing. Like, it just became like its own joke. So much to like they leaned into it and they actually do this kind of advertising. This is more recent. I can't believe I've just eaten Spam. So they know it's people think it's gross, but they don't care. They lean into it. That's what you do. You don't run away from it. Lean into it. Work with it, and they do, and it works like a charm. Because they still make Spam today. I see commercials for Spam all the time on television. So Spam is definitely as big as it was as it ever was. Let's see. Let me see something else here. Where's another one I saw that was an imitator? Let's see. I already saw that. No more Spam Dandy stuff. No, get the Spam Dandy out of my face. Where is that? It was called something really gross too. Oh yeah, get a load of this, guys. Oh God. How about some spork? How about that? Yeah, look at that. Oh God. Spork. I don't know what else to say about this. I just, yeah. I mean, you had to see that coming. Spork. Oh, this is a good time. I think I'm having more fun than you guys are. Let's see. I know you're just looking at my computer screen right now, but I'm just trying to find this very, very tiny menu. I know I could probably fix that in settings. I'm not going to do it now. How about yeehaw? How about whip yourself up a good old batch of Spam and beans? Look at that. That looks like a poster for a horror movie. Oh, Spam and beans. Yeehaw. You've been having a rough day on the trail. Rustle up some Spam and beans. Ugh. Spam and beans. This horror show is almost at its end here. So yeah, you can re-avert your eyes. Where's the one I want to show you? Something else that was just pretty horrifying. I can't believe this was a real thing. And who knows? It might not have been a real thing. I don't know. But this is something that I'm glad does not exist anymore. At least I hope it doesn't. How about this? You know, have you ever said to yourself, man, I wish there was an easier way to have hamburger, an easier and more disgusting way to have hamburger with, how about some Swilt's premium canned hamburgers? Yeah, but feast your eyes on that, man. I'm just gonna leave that up there for a second. Let everybody just soak that in. Yep, just like it was a beef loaf. At least you hope it's beef, and then it was just pre-sliced into patty forms, and you just dumped it out on your plate and went at it. So, yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Of course, Spam. What the print ads weren't the only thing that Spam was a part of. And there were plenty of spam ads out there. Of course, they still are to this day, but let's see. So take a look at this one.
If you think Spam is just a sandwich meat, you're wrong. This special blend of pork shoulder with ham is also a great breakfast meat, and a great salad meat, a great casserole meat, a great cookout meat, a great pizza meat, a great snack meat, and, of course, a great sandwich meat, too. Spam. It's a lot of meats, but not a lot of money.
Oh, God. Oh, stop saying meat. Man, she said meat way too many times. Pizza meat. That was what always got me. Pizza meat. And I wonder, I don't think Spam is very cheap anymore. But well, I'm not going to find out. Let's have one, probably one that you're more familiar with. If you remember the other marketing campaign they went through in like the early 90s with the Spam burgers. Remember this?
Tastes pretty good. What kind of hamburger is this?
Spam burger hamburger.
Oh, I see. You cut it this way, and it makes 3/4 pound burgers.
That's a good deal.
Spam burger, spam burger, spam burger, spam burger. Well, Spam was made with ham, right? So really, this is a hamburger.
Get Spam lunch meat or Spam light, and you've got the Spam burger. It's one great tasting hamburger.
Yeah, get Spam light. Oh, it's good for it. Oh, it's like a salad. Then of course I have a video here that's pretty crappy quality, but yeah, Treat, good old Treat, had their own commercials as well. Check it out.
If you want country-style ham flavor in your next sandwich, or sizzled up with your breakfast eggs, then open up a can of Armour's Star Treat. Treat has put in the country-style flavor of tender ham, brown sugar, cloves, nutmeg, and a pinch of spices for a delicious change of taste. Try Armour's Star Treat with country-style ham flavor.
I bet you can't wait to sink your teeth into that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, folks, I think I've subjected you enough to some spam ads, but that has been this week's Odd Ads of the Past.
Captain Adams Happy Hour presents Odd Ads of the Past.
I hope you enjoyed that as much as I didn't. Let's see here. Go back to the... yeah, just pooped in his mouth. Gross. Yeah, definitely. See, check is it's up here for eternity. At least I hope so. But definitely go back and check it out. Thank you for stopping in, and I hope you're still with us and enjoying the show. Hopefully the spam ads didn't turn you off. I know it probably made everybody leave. Rob says make it stop. Sorry, Rob. It's over now, buddy. It's okay. Spam ads aren't going to hurt you anymore. He's going to choke and puke. Oh my God, piggy bank meat. Yeah, very well put. Definitely isn't. Yeah. What a good time that is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's Odd Ads of the Past. They're not always going to be that gross. I'm sorry, but then maybe you do like spam out there. I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, back to Ernest. Talking about Ernest commercials. This I'm about to show you right now is what is said to be the last ever Ernest commercial that was ever made. That's what it's said to be, from 1997, from Jack Sullivan, a car dealership down in Florida, I believe, or Tennessee. Let's check it out.
John L. Sullivan Chevrolet here in the Roseville Auto Mall has got great discounts on a huge selection of cars, trucks, and vans. And here's the guy responsible for it all, Mr. John L. Sullivan.
Vern, I want to put you in the car you want at a price you can afford.
John L. Sullivan, just real good deals from a real human being. What will he think of next?
Great financing.
Will the fun never end? What a guy!
Yeah, that's what's said to be the last Ernest commercial ever from 1997. I don't know how true that is, but I think it checks out pretty good. But anyway, let's check in with our sister station over there at WVHS FM for VHS Radio. Let's see what they got to say for us.
VHS Radio. Chime time. 8:37. I hope you all are enjoying the smooth, silky music I'm providing you with this evening. But let's take a look at the community events calendar. Coming up this Saturday at the Piccanos Fire Hall is the Big Piccanos Volunteer Fire Company Spaghetti Feed. Yes, all proceeds will benefit the Piccanos Volunteer Fire Company. They need some new equipment, so go on down, eat some spaghetti, and help them get more hose. And coming up this Sunday at the Hamilton Fairgrounds is the 3rd annual McClintock Bluegrass Festival. There'll be lots of vendors, lots of food, and all the bands will sound the same. So if you wanted to hear the song Wagon Wheel 27 times in one day, then this place is for you. Yes, go on down and be surrounded by girls who have a smell you just can't put your finger on, but you probably could put your finger in. That's the 3rd annual McClintock Bluegrass Festival at the Hamilton Fairgrounds this Sunday. Be there.
VHS Radio.
The weather tonight's going to be mostly clear with a high of 87. Still pretty humid. In fact, I would advise against wearing any clothes. Don't worry, you can always buy another chair. Let's get right back into the music now with a triple shot. Yes, a big old power pack of smooth, solid gold. Here on VHS Radio Smooth Hits for your VHS fix. Right on the corner of Route 25 and get it with Boulevard. 0% financing and you don't make your first payment.
What doesn't look clear? Oh, you're talking about the weather? Yeah, well, that's just what they used. Who knows? Who knows what they're doing over there? All right. Well, if you're still, yeah, it showed rain. Yeah, that was a little inaccurate, wasn't it? That's on them, though. Not my department. If you're still with us, here is the debut of the brand new highlight video from Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain, debuting right here. You're gonna see it here. See it here first, folks. Right here on Captain Adam's Happy Hour. And so please enjoy.
Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Don't they usually like stop at the pub on the way to the pub?
I mean, I've heard that, but I don't know if that's just a stereotype or not. You know what? I don't want to give in the stereotypes.
Oh, it could be. It could be. I like stereotypes. I find them hilarious.
I like stereotypes too. I got a Panasonic. I got a Sanyo. I got a Magnavox.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm a real boy.
Let's get busy.
It's not that we're blaming you. We're just saying it was all because of you.
All I taste is fish, and it makes me gag.
Get lotted.
We need a disclaimer.
I went
talking out of her taint right here.
If you had like 24 herpes sores, that would be a lot, right?
One's got a beaver on his head.
Vapor lock.
And I like my tartar sauce.
Which also could be a porn. Grundle, the Nifkin, the Myth.
Space weather!
Assholes.
The ultimate cock blocker.
Wanker.
I'm a farmer, Daddy. I'm a farmer.
Some kind of fungal infection.
Cheese sandwich.
Marky Mark.
Face herpes.
Yeah, space herpes is always a thing.
Yeah,
my God. Diphtheria.
High-grade hot dogs.
Pud.
Whenever I'm in Walmart, people are asking me if I work there.
I won't stop till I fist them all.
Ah, shit. I didn't think these guys would ever show up here.
Maybe even VD. I mean, who knows?
Can be tied up and put in the attic.
That would explain the erection.
I meant like physical, not like emotional.
Oh, okay. So like they're doing it? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Don't forget your taint when you're powdering.
And there is a lot of fisting in this stream. I would agree with that.
What in tarnation?
It is the rhythm of the show. He was horny.
Touchy-feely?
You're a voyeur, eh? You're a voyeur.
Yeah,
You're looking at you dirty captain. You filthy cheeky monkey, you bum looker. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Wow.
It was all a dream.
Premarital sex.
Things like this happen, man. Lost boots.
Hand movements.
How many piss breaks are we talking about?
That is a pool of hot brackish water, and you're going to get some kind of fungus.
Beer, you don't buy beer, you rent beer. Everybody knows this. So
air-conditioned burps. Take a wee-wee.
I used to smuggle beers into the theater all the time.
I'm sure they go do something else. They go hang their hog. They go, feed the birds. They go microwave something they shouldn't microwave.
They weren't fucking around.
Getting in a fight in the lobby on the way out.
Sticks a pencil up his nose.
He stepped on my milk duds.
Those things go together very nicely.
Oh, like ham and eggs, like peanut butter and jelly, and stuff.
Yeah, all stuff that goes together.
I stink.
When you're partying and you're smoking and you're drinking, that's what you do.
Maybe I'm putting too much romance on it, but that's what it feels like.
It's easy to make fun of, I suppose.
I maybe can eat one.
Too many smells.
You end up stinking.
It's like a room full of cancer, and people just sitting in there in the smoke, trying to play bingo and win some money.
Just whip it out, take a piss, put it back in, and go back to your seat.
Addicted to That Butt is my new album coming out.
I love this show so much.
Maybe 8 inches long or something.
Yeah, then you go in and it smells because I just took a big poo-poo.
Bought a lot of booze and chips.
Mega doobie.
Might be having a Mandela effect. But I remember back in the day, Pizza Hut had a smoker section.
You're not having a Mandela. Let me reboot real quick.
Not in the way you're suggesting, but...
Hey, look at that. Oh, we can make out now.
Go ahead.
Love it so much. I mean, I am aroused.
A big old, dirty old spliffy.
What's going on? I just got to take a whiz.
That's a big no on that one, buddy.
That really just steams my clams.
Do you have the paperwork to prove I'm not 21?
Well, whatever, Rob. Go ahead and ruin the moment. That's fine.
Baboon fart.
My dog's nose fell off. I'll put my man purse here.
And a kind of squeeze.
Hadouken while you're pooping. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm talking to the wrong guy when it comes to RoboCop.
I don't like the Flintstones. I don't like Frankenstein. I don't like the Wolfman. I don't like Dracula. I don't like the Mummy. Everybody can eat it.
I very much like that white dress.
Video magic.
What kind of pizza topping is that?
Your ass is holding your legs on.
Brown? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I shouldn't have got burning cat turd flavor.
I grew up in a neighborhood where the children were trying to hurt me all day long.
I'm just kidding. I don't have mushrooms growing out of my ass crack yet.
Little white undies.
I mean, you guys know it's going to suck, right?
Barf.
Drugs.
A little chihuahua.
Oh, well.
What is this, spinach?
Asshole release. What did you say? Like a Russian super soldier.
The shortest, tightest little brown shorts.
Diphtheria.
His booty is huge.
Big old dick.
Gas station cheese dog.
Take a whiz on your chihuahua, yeah.
The Little Mermaid with a schlong on the cover. Yeah, I got that too. Video Shizen.
Total creep.
A poop bazooka.
Scary children.
Dude gets like mugged by the 2 chicks.
It's like bingo without bingo. Or money. Or fun.
Where I thought it was like rotting from the inside.
Yeah, even though the clamshells are cracked and the tape's covered in mold and kid boogers. But you know, it's really rare.
Breakfast burrito.
I hope it's my face, like on your face.
Kurt Russell and shit on it. Astral.
Haven't talked about taint yet.
No.
But that does not mean we're not going to soon.
That's puking and shitting at the same time.
Yeah, oh yeah, one of those where like you're on the toilet and puking in the bathtub. That's great.
Check out my spin table, everybody.
Too bad he hung himself while masturbating. I think you have an awful face, and I don't even want to look at you.
He may be a serial killer. Let's not ask him to move an air conditioner.
Don't give me that shit.
Soaking wet.
But hey, my best friend shit himself. Okay.
Usually you're happy when you have a hard on.
Oh no!
Come over here, take a piss on this dog and make him be quiet.
Does that work?
You better watch your frickin' self.
Kid drug lord.
I'm not going to say I'm surprised.
Ass cheek.
I had something to say, but it'll come back to me. It'll get back to me.
I hope it was a sexual innuendo.
It was not. It was not.
Okay, well, I don't have anything else to say about this. And
not even close to that, I don't.
Okay. That's you could have at least lied to me and said it was. I mean, I don't know why we have to have them. Why don't we play these games?
I don't give a shit how damn those kids are. What are they going to do to me?
Don't watch this movie!
Super video.
The lumpy head guy.
So I love that pink box.
Well, that's because I'm pretty attractive.
And then I always think to myself, like, well, if supernatural shit really does exist, and they got some supernatural shit going on, then can't I get some supernatural shit going on?
Moonstruck on beta.
What do we got, Rob?
Oh!
I tried to do something there, and I got.
Did it hurt?
It came halfway. It came halfway, and I was like, "Oh, abort!"
That sounded productive. Did that hurt? It sounded like it hurt.
I am the wiener.
She's holding her face because she cut herself shaving.
I think she was in like Karate Kid 3 or something like that. This chick.
And yeah, I don't give a shit. And the minute you run over them with a steamroller, you're the bad guy.
I just put your shitty tapes in this. It's brown anyway.
Oh, it's like a Renaissance painting.
How about this? Shit stain color clamshell. Boom, I win. I'm laughing, but it's not funny.
No, it's not funny, but it is.
I'm just trying to laugh it off.
Oh, you know, if you don't laugh, you cry.
You need to clean your dinghy, too.
My face melting the whole time, and he just turning into human rubbish.
Voice of my opinion, you know, it's my right. But
once you go in that opinion right there at your wall, dance.
You need to pop that.
Your ass cheek just falls off. Then your leg falls off. Too early for the rave.
You got like a coaster over your beer, or someone's going to drop a roofie in there and all that shit, you know.
Oh, I wish. If only.
And then you go outside to smoke, and there's always fights because there are people fighting over cigarettes and some losers outside and that you wouldn't normally talk to if you were just able to smoke at the bar.
Okay. You know, Rob just successfully talked everybody out of going out to a bar. Don't go out to a bar. Stay right here. Watch Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock on the coast, right here on Rob's Video on YouTube. But don't go out.
Right.
Stay right here.
Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. On Rob's Vintage Video on YouTube. Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Well, there you go. There you have it, folks. That was the debut of the new highlight video from Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun to make. Had a lot of good times. Thought there was a lot of good blurbs in that. A lot of fun. Thank you, Rob. Yes, I will be sending you a copy soon enough. A shorter version, I should say. That was pretty long, but pretty colossal stuff. Yes, there will be an upload soon enough as well. So there is that. So, well, thank you, Larry. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And that brings this week's happy hour to a close. So thank you guys for hanging with me. And certainly, if you're still here after the spam ads, I really appreciate that. You're certainly a trooper. So hopefully I didn't turn you off your feed too much. So yes, thank you, Larry. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Joshua and Josh and Gareth and everybody that's checked in. Thank you, Seaver, if you're still there. Ooh, that tasted like green tea. Tastes a lot different coming out than it did going in, that's for sure. Excuse me, by the way. So yes, thank you very much for joining me for this week's Captain Adams Happy Hour right here on Captain Adams VHS Pirate Ship. Please be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. You probably already have. Since you're here, I know the guys in the chat, I know you guys have subscribed. You guys have subscribed. Thank you for your support always. And it was a fun time. Hope to see you again. And you guys, later, dudes. Later, Rob. Thank you, Larry. Thanks for hanging out, man. And I will see you guys again on Friday, right here on YouTube, right over on Rob's Vintage Video for Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. That's always going to be a fun time. So, yes, later, Rob, later, Cap, later, chat, Larry says. So, yeah, you guys take care out there. Don't let your meat loaf. Don't let your flip-flop. And go with God, my friends, and keep it locked right here on Captain Adams VHS Pirate Ship on YouTube. Thank you very much, and God bless, my friends. Goodbye, and good luck.
Captain Adams Happy Hour. This has been Captain Adams Happy Hour, right here on Captain Adams VHS Pirate Ship. Thank you for watching, and remember, all panties are edible if you try hard enough. Captain Adams Happy Hour.